It's the bike roast or boast. Now, I saw in the chat earlier that you guys wanted me to just roast today. I'm going to do my best. Do my best to come up with some bits, come up with some jokes, have some fun here, and just nuke these people from outer space for their motorcycle choices. Let's get started. I love Adrian on Discord. This is my 2002 Monster S4 that I traded for in August. You think you're a special snowflake, do you? I've spent almost as much time fixing it as I have spent riding it, but it's so much fun, and I regret nothing. Oh, an early 2000s Ducati that spends more time in the garage. Color me surprised. My goal is to restore it to as close to stock as possible. Love that. Can't make fun of that. That's just great. I've always wanted a Ducati, and now I have one. I rule. What a great, honestly, what a great frame of mind where you're just like, I wanted a Ducati. I have one. This is great. I love it. This is awesome. Great looking motorcycle. Okay, so I talk about this sometimes where I feel like Ducatis that have the trellis frame are real Ducatis. Clear clutch cover, little windshield right here. The mirrors. Love the old school Ducati logo. The twin analog clocks. It's kind of hard to roast. Kind of unroastable, right? Just a really cool bike. I mean, if you squint, you're kind of like SV650, but that's because the SV650 is trying to be a monster. You know, the more I look at a monster from this era, the more I'm like, man, the SV was just a ridiculously blatant copy. Ducati must have been really pissed off when the SV650 came out because they're like, this is ridiculous. Why did they do this? It's aged really well. It just looks damn good. This is ridiculous. I just, you know, it's hard to, I don't know. I really want to roast this guy, but I'm like, I mean, he loves the Ducati. He got the Ducati. He's fixing it up and he rides it and it looks great and it's clean. Can't find anything wrong with it. Termignoni exhaust, period correct, it seems. I mean, damn. We can't roast it. Okay. Well, we're going to rate it an 8 out of 10. We like to see it. This is a good one. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, B Goods 8. 2006 CBR 1000 RR. 2 sets of fairings, white and red on right now. Love my life. Total squid. But I'm probably going to have to sell. Okay, so let's check out the bike. I love this quality of photo here. I can really feel the old school energy here. Okay, I love also the Dutch angle and all that stuff. Why is it that guys who buy mid-2000s leader bikes, they love it, they're all about it, they go roll racing, and then they post it on Craigslist and say, I gotta sell it. My loss is your gain. It's like, what kind of alimony do you owe? What kind of criminal charges are you trying to front? What kind of lawyer fees do you need to pay for? It's always something like that, you know? It's kind of silly with these guys. And then the title's always lost, and then all that stuff and all that. I swear, these guys that buy these old leader bikes, you just never know. This photo quality. Now, I will say, producer Logan and I talked about this, and it was not his fault. This photo was given to him in this quality, and this guy is a total squid. I can feel it. I can feel the squid energy in here. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a pro tip here. Ready? Soapy car wash like this, you are going to nuke your motorcycle. You're going to drop it so fast. It's so slippery in these areas, especially if you have the slick concrete. It is so slippery, and it's really no fun. You're going to drop that bike so fast. You already, look at that. You already found your little yellow Gixxer friend. You're already going out and committing felonies and doing drugs. All that stuff. Oh, we got a hand tattoo? Yeah, I figured. Yeah. You're going to have to sell it because you got to afford more tattoos. This is probably the helmet you had when you first bought it. But, you know, you're a rebel without a cause. I like it, you know? Kind of old school with it. I appreciate it. You were born in the wrong timeline. I can tell you're a young guy, and you weren't around for the mid-2000s superbike craze. You're like, I'm going to do it now. But I'm probably going to have to sell. Yeah, that's what he said. Why are you going to have to sell? Follow up with us if you're here in the chat. Why do you have to sell it? I need to know. I really need to know. This angry little sad shot here of you on the bike. Where's your yellow Gixxer friend? Gone. We don't know. All right, moving on. Impatient on 3. 2015 Honda Valkyrie. It's my first bike. Wow. Go big or go home. Even with the big-ass motor, I'm pretty responsible with the throttle. Don't worry, but it's not going anywhere. Don't worry. Bought it with the Corbin dual touring seat and the Fleet Liner saddlebags already installed. Added the DRLs and driving lights last week. We'll be adding a much brighter brake light soon to get a car driver's attention. Yes, it's a big bike, and I'm a big dude, but not into cup holders. Thanks. I like the way that's written like a Craigslist sex ad at the end. It's like, I'm a big dude, but I'm not into cup holders. Thanks. Reply with if interested. Honda Valkyrie, man. What a weird bird. This is the naked Goldwing, isn't it? This is like the Goldwing that turned into something else, right? This is the Goldwing that had a weird love affair with the Ducati Diavol or something. These bikes are so strange. Big flat six, big everything, just burly as hell. Boy's got the smoker in the back. I already know you like barbecue. You said you're a big boy. You actually drive your truck sitting here, not here. You got to sit in the back. You can't fit in the cab. You got that tiny cab for a big man. It's not going to work. You ain't going to fit in there. The smoker's on point, though. Yeah, that makes sense. Look at this slab of a bike, dude. Good Lord. I really hope you're just crushing transcontinental miles at this thing, because otherwise, what is the point? I do love the commitment to first bike on this. Also, I got to say, the lights down here give it like a lower kind of like Sloth from the Goonies kind of vibe. It's like it's looking at me like, oh, Honda Valkyrie, you know, like, oh, wow, like, you're so special. Thank you so much, Honda Valkyrie. We love that you're here. Thank you. Yeah, really nice. Yeah. You know, the paint looks nice on it. This is a 2015. Yeah, it looks pretty good for a 9-year-old bike. I don't know how much mileage is on this thing. I don't think it was mentioned, but it looks pretty good. Boy, the rear's funky, huh? Some of the design choices that Honda made at this time was very bizarre. Okay, Mala on Discord. The first bike is MV Agusta Dragster 800RR. Now, I confirmed with producer Logan that this was not his first motorcycle. He just showed us 2 motorcycles, so this is just the first bike on the list. Recently picked up this bike to replace my stolen BMW M1000R. Big fan of the Recluse clutch for riding around town. Replaced the wheels for the one Super Veloce Serie Oro. SE project, carbon, belly pan ignition, front fender, and rear hugger. Coming is the clear clutch, headers in tune, and some matching paint to the belly pan. All right, it do be looking good, though. It do be looking good. MV Agusta people, they just feel like they're so special, don't they? They just feel like they're like, wow, I got an MV Agusta. I'm freaking styling on all y'all, all this stuff. And truthfully, I feel like only if you are an Italian simp motorcycle rider do you even care about what this thing is. I think that the design language maybe would speak to normies, you know? It's a really cool looking motorcycle, but I will say normies hate naked bikes. So if you're getting a naked bike to flex on people, you've done the wrong thing. The Serie Oro wheels are very interesting. MV Agusta is always doing wild stuff with their wheels. They're like, oh, we can't win world championships with Giacomo Agostini anymore. It's not the 70s. But, you know, we'll do some crazy, weird marketing campaign on Instagram with some fashion designer, and we'll put some weird wheels on the bike. That's just as good, right? And we'll charge you $38,000 for the machine because, yeah, Skidster says your producer didn't deliver any good roast bikes. It just looks good. Yeah, like, I'm trying my best to find things to poke fun at it, but it's just a clean, amazing motorcycle. So it's like, well, it's a bit hard. I have to make fun of the owner for their bad choices here in life. But, you know, the see-through on the seat here, the fold-out, I mean, we had one of these for a while in 2021, and they're just sick bikes. And then he did have the M1000R competition that he had replaced. Full of Kropovich, dyno tune, 215 horsepower, carbon wheels, carbon fuel tank, DB clear clutch, and accessories, RIP. Wow, that's a flashy looking motorcycle, right? All flash. I can see why it was stolen. I get it. Why do we have so many cool bikes on the list today? God damn. Making my job harder. Yeah, we have a Tier 5 flex offender over here with the M1000R. 215 horsepower, all the clear clutch and the full exhaust and the paint scheme and all that. It's just sweet. It just looks good. I mean, look at that. I'd be happy to walk up to the garage and see that every day. Be like, dang, all right, it's pretty good. Not too bad. I hope that the person that stole it from you is enjoying it. All right, Almizi on Discord has the 1995 Honda Magna. She's a bit dirty all the time. Lovely thing. Sounds really aggressive, and I know the locals hate me, so that's all that I care about. Done some wild stuff to get her fixed when she needs it, using a forklift to clean the chain while at work. Going to get my tools while riding a loose chain, and then the chain falls off and destroys the swing arm and sprocket. Front tire going so bald that it almost blew out One of the forks has leaked nonstop even after replacing the seals and everything. She's great. My brother in Christ, this motorcycle's trying to tell you something. It wants you dead. Either that or you want yourself dead. These are not normal things to happen. Using a forklift to clean the chain while at work. First of all, OSHA wants to have a word with you. Why are we using the forklift to clean the chain? You just need a rear stand. You don't have to use a forklift to clean the chain. Going to get my tools while riding with a loose chain, and then the chain falls off and destroys the swing arm and sprocket. I don't understand half of what I'm reading here about the chain falling off and the swing arm getting destroyed. This is all a bit crazy. One of the forks is leaked nonstop. Starts up every time, except when I cook the battery with bad voltage regulator. Almost 40K on her. Many more miles to come, I hope. This Magna wants you dead. This Magna is going to kill you. I'm not really sure why you're tempting fate with this thing. Loading it up with your entire belongings because you ride a Honda Magna. I know that you are living out there hard on the road. Military surplus side boxes here. Love it. The yellow looks good. I gotta say, the yellow's pretty sick. The yellow and the little like military box on the side of it. You know what? I'm vibing with it. I feel good about it. You got the cruiser highway pegs over here. But knowing what I know about that motorcycle, something's gone wrong here. Again, nobody's gonna sign off on this. A forklift to clean the chain? Memento FX here doesn't want to do any more miles. Yeah, I don't think it wants to keep living. I think it's done. It's like, buddy, I'm from 1995. I'm coming up on my retirement. 30 years in the game. Let me be. I'm done. Look at this. Look at the bags that this man has strapped onto this. And he's taking a photo. He's proud of it. He's like, hell yeah. I successfully put none of what I own in these tiny little boxes on the side of the bike. It's pretty sick that you got the side boxes, and then you're like, nah, I'm not putting anything in there. Or maybe they're already full, and you're like, I still have so much more garbage I need to take with me. That's pretty great. You know how much we love Rockform phone cases and handlebar mounts around here, but did you know they have an entire lineup of products that can further take advantage of your existing case? Your Rockform phone case is literally the key that unlocks a whole ecosystem of other products aimed to make your life way easier. Rockform's cases have notoriously strong magnets, like really strong. So strong that if my phone is in my pocket, it will sometimes pull my kitchen cabinet doors open if I stand too close to the handles. That's literally happened. To further take advantage of the world's most magnetic case, you could get yourself the magnetic power bank. The power bank is so strong you can attach it to your phone and set it in your motorcycle tail bag or backpack and not have to worry about them losing contact and missing out on valuable charge time, which is a huge game changer for motorcyclists on the go. You can also take advantage of their car accessories like the wireless magnetic car vent mount that keeps your phone magnetically mounted to your car's air vent while it's charging up wirelessly. If you're a motorcyclist, skip the cheap accessories and get the best of the best that's going to stand the test of time with Rockform. They've been a long-time supporter of the channel for over 4 years now, and I truly stand by their brand and their products. I've used them daily all the time. If you want in on the Rockform action, click the link in the description and use the code YN25 to get 25% off your order. That's YN25 for 25% off of your order. Thank you to Rockform for supporting today's video. Now let's get back into it. Okay, OG Zimk. Howdy again, Mr. Noob. This is my 2002 Yamaha Zuma, baby. A little out of the norm for the server, but I figured I'd give it a show since it's 2 wheels and it's a Yamaha. I got this bike bone stock for about $1,000 and since put about 2,500 more into it. Oh, geez, that's the worst trade deal of all time. There's not a part in or on the motor that's still stock. It has a 70cc big bore exhaust intake and a big carbonated fuel. These are sick because they're 2 strokes. Fully built CVT and a ton more. Sounds like something an Altima driver would say. Nissan Altima guy would say, I got a fully built CVT, bro. I will run you any day of the week. I will any light you want. I will end you. I will destroy you. It hits about 55 miles per hour, and it's jumped from its stock 1.9 horsepower to 12 horsepower. Boys, that is a 600% increase, if my math is right. We've gone from about 2 horsepower to 12. We 6x'd the power, 600% increase there. I think if my math's correct, 6 times the power. Let's just put it that way. Interested to see what you think. Also, buy a scooter. You won't regret it. You don't have to tell me twice, my friend. Look at this little beast. Look at this little beast, dude. Hell yeah. The Zuma rips. 2-stroke, 12 horsepower, you maniac, out of a 70cc. Just badass. Just badass. This is just giving me the energy that my buddy Brandon's Honda Helix had. Is this a throttle lock? If so, hell yes, my friend. Hell yes, my brother in Christ, with the throttle lock on the Zuma. You're probably going to need it because you're really going to, be just like, Okay, that's how I know I like you. The Zuma with the dirt helmet and goggles. Yeah. True enthusiast right here, folks. You see a man riding a Zuma scooter with 12 horsepower and a dirt helmet with goggles. Nothing but trouble, baby. Nothing but trouble. Look at that. To the guy who used a forklift, look at what he could accomplish with just one piece of steel underneath that bike. Center stand, it's up on the bike. You don't need to do this. You don't need a forklift. Malamoto said, where's the roast energy from last week? I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. But these bikes are all good. I can't roast them if I like them. And people just give me good stuff about them. Sheesh. All right. EBR fanboy. Somebody's got to be a fan of EBR. This is my girl's first bike as she learns to ride. 97 Suzuki Marauder 800. Picked it up for $200. Okay. The Marauder at this point, that name is no longer a suggestion of the motorcycle. It is coming for you. Marauders are wretched, horrible little bikes, and that's why they go for $200. But I feel like there is no Marauder that someone has picked up and really loved. It's always like in pieces and just like, I just got to learn on this thing. Like, come on, let's get this bike. All right, it was in pieces, like I said, but the whole bike was there. With just a few hours cleaning carbs and new fuel pump, she runs great. I bet. It's a Suzuki. Look how great that looks. Is that a bicycle pump right here? You fill up the tires with a bicycle pump? That probably took you quite some time, if that's so. Probably quite some time. Look at her working on it, learning on it. That's great. That's nice. It's really good you got your girl to learn on the bike and fixed it up. $200, brought it back to life. You put leather bags on it. It's ready to go. For some reason, it's in the snow now, and then it's going to end up in pieces again when she inevitably rides it on the snow and just just wipes out. Oh, geez. All right, Fat Daddy on Discord. I used my high school graduation money to buy a brand new 2005 Ninja 250R against my parents' wishes while they were on vacation. Okay, awesome. Cut to the present 17 years later, where I've just jumped back on two wheels via 2020 Moto Guzzi V7 3-Stone S. She sounds amazing and has such great character. These are the things that Moto Guzzi people tell themselves to sleep better at night. Because I'm just going to be totally real with you. I'm not that big of a fan of Moto Guzzis. I don't think they're that great. To make it even sweeter, the day I picked it up from the dealer, I was also given the original exhaust, springs, suspension, valve covers, handlebar, and mirrors the previous owner had included when they traded it in. I couldn't be happier to back on two wheels. So this is a classic tactic for the folks at home. You buy a bike, and then you do a bunch of crap to it. You have this big box of parts. When you go to sell it, because you don't want to throw it away, you say, oh, dude, I got all these spare parts, bro. And you just hand them that box. They're not going to say no. You just pop the box right in their face. Oh, I got all these spare parts. Like, oh, thank you. You don't have to deal with any of that crap. You don't have to throw it away. None of that. Just you take it. You take the valve covers and the exhaust and the springs and the suspension. I don't give a crap. All right, let's take a look. Ooh, red valve cover. Very nice. Very Honda. Very unique there. Very characterful, one might even say. Quilted seat so that you can have Charmin on the toilet and Charmin on the Moto Guzzi here. That's very nice. Tank grips that are going to do jack shit on the motorcycle. A red emblem to match the red valve cover over here. Very, very nice. Red matching on the V7 3-Stone. It's the Bonneville from another dimension. That's how I view the V7 Stone. Yeah, it's just, I feel like you either love Guzzis and you get them or you don't, and I'm in the latter camp where I just don't really get them that much, and it's just not really my bag, but it looks pretty good, looks like a nice little machine. Looks like you're having some fun with it. It's okay. We got too many nice bikes today, boys. Look at this gas cap. Why is it so aggressive? Why is it telling me that it needs to be ripped off right now? It is not stealth. It's an aggressive-ass gas cap. That's insane. Hey, Danish on Discord. Hey, Yam, this is my 2002 Ducati 996. Oh, I saw this one on Discord, and I'm not going to be able to roast this one either because it's just too good. I found the bike in a friend's barn where it had almost sitting for almost 10 years, and as a result, I was able to get it for $2,000. I did all the work myself, and I got it running beautifully. I wanted to get into track riding when this bike fell into my lap, so I started my track riding journey on a 1000cc V-twin with 0 rider aids and a cable throttle. Surprisingly, I've made it through 3 track days now unscathed, and the bike is still running great. Just a note on this one, it is a 748S chassis, but it's had the full 996 drivetrain swap, so hopefully no one freaks out and calls me a liar because I still have the old plastic. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, come on. Why was this like roasting on hard mode? What am I supposed to say about this? You guys asked for it. I'm trying to do the roast the best I can. But a British Racing Green Ducati 996. These are the original 748 plastics. Ooh, my boy on track having some fun. Look at that. Very nice. Oh, come on. Look at it. It looks so good. Guys, this is really making my life hard. Single-sided swing arm. You know I love these bikes. They look amazing. And this guy did all the work himself. He lovingly owned it and maintained it and restored it. It's got a brushed aluminum tank on it. It's got this beautiful studio lighting. Yes, Skid says this is a Boast. And I agree. This is a pure Boast motorcycle. Just really, really, really nice little thing. Classic Ducati. Looks so good on the pit stand. Man! Trying to find something to roast on. I know this photo is kind of a potato quality, not doing the bike any justice, but Lord have mercy, that's a good-looking motorcycle. Sheesh. Just a gorgeous thing, huh? Boy's looking pretty good on track, too. Having some fun, dragging that knee, learn how to track ride on a 1000 with no TC. Just a Chad. Just a Chad. You guys need to amp up your game and, yeah, be like this guy over here.
Keep watching Yammie Noob.